Good day. Welcome to Endurance Room. I hope you're doing well. So after my last video on the Kahakka, I had a few questions come in about the 15 liter. I thought we'd do a couple close-ups and address some of those questions today, kind of give you guys a little more detailed look at the 15 and then show it with a couple accessories attached to give you some ideas on the expandability of the pack. The Kahakka 15, really nice, trim little pack. I've got a pretty Spartan loadout in here, just some insulation layers. This is my canteen. We've got rain protection as well as some stuff to cook in on the inside. But other than that, pretty light loadout today, about maybe 8 pounds with water. With the shock cord I've added here, I can add my sleeping pad to the outside or maybe a tarp or a poncho. But really nice, fast little package with the webbing on the bottom for adding a bedroll, sleeping pad. Here you can see the padded shoulder straps with adjustment at the top. You can lengthen this or shorten it. The metal D-rings allow the straps to rotate and get wider or narrower. It's a really nice little feature. We've got an adjustable sternum strap as well as adjustment at the bottom here with our sliding buckles. And these have really good traction. There's no slippage or anything. It just locks in place, and when you need to get out, you just lift up and it kicks right out. So really, really nice webbing. They attach on the bottom of the pack. It just loops through itself and secures to the D-rings. So if you wanted to, you could take these shoulder straps off and use the D-rings to mount the pack to pretty much anything else you wanted to. But as a day pack, as a bushcraft pack, this is a really terrific option. Especially if you're not camping out, you're not sleeping out in the woods, and you don't need heavy insulation layers or a large shelter or anything. This is really, really nice, and it'll definitely save your back with the lighter weight. So really cool little setup. So a couple people had questions about teaming up the Kahakka with the Askare hip pack. So as I mentioned, I think it's a perfect combination. The backpack rides right on top of the hip pack. It forms a shelf for the backpack to ride on, and it's perfect. All the load is right there distributed on my waist, on my hips. And with the sternum strap, the pack is nice and locked in. I could fly with this. I could run out in the woods and it's good to go. Pretty much got everything I need for an overnight. I would need to make a browse bed without my sleeping pad, but other than that, I'm good. So if you're into carrying the Hatka with your Askare, you're really, really gonna like this combination. It gives you more volume, more options, more significant carrying system. It's a really nice setup. Now say you wanted to mount your Askare onto the Kahakka. What would that look like? Well, it would look something like this. Something like this. Let's do it up. I typically don't even bother tucking my belt inside here. I just kind of fold it up, turn it over, then run our G-hooks. And as you can see on our hip pack here, we've got these webbing tabs on the bottom as well as up here on the top. It's almost like Savotta planned this. Pretty cool. So even with my shock cord through there, the G-hooks still got room. Just clip right in. So right now, all the pressure is right here on the back of the Askare rather than compressing down the top. So this still allows you access to your gear. Plus, I've got a GP pouch on the top. It's still pretty light. It's about maybe 12 pounds. It's still really light. It's really comfortable. The pack is well retained on my body. It's not swaying around. And it doesn't feel out of balance or anything like that. It's not pulling back away from my center. So it's comfortable. Now, the idea with something like this is not only having additional storage space with the hip pack, but also to give you a hip pack. Once you get to your campsite or wherever it is you're traveling to, you can drop your main ruck and have the hip pack to go about whatever tasks you're trying to complete. It's efficient, multifunctional, and modular. Let's check out the Hatka. So here is my Hatka. This is a 12-liter roll-top day pack, as well as sustainment pouch that you can add on to other backpacks. And as you can see with the Kahakka 15, it fits on there, and it is a pretty good fit between the two. It's similar volume. I've only got this about halfway loaded out. I've just got a bug net in here to throw on my tarp shelter, but it matches up. And if you needed extra sustainment, this would work. So check it out, it's cinched up. Then you can take the remaining strap, roll it up, and tuck it under the webbing loop. Side straps are out of the way, Hatka is attached, and it's good. Still pretty light. The Hatka is only about 1 pound, and the bug net is probably 2 pounds. It's perfect on top of the hip pack. Okay, but wait, there's more. Check this out. Because we used our G-hooks to hold on the Hatka, all we have to do is loosen them up, and the Hatka becomes a beaver tail, basically giving you additional storage in between the two packs. For example, here is a German elephant skin. We just drop it right down. It's in there. We got one more for you. This is a Helicontex Super Tarp, and you can see this is G-hook compatible. So check this out. We're gonna mount this right on top of the Hatka, and the tarp will now be our beaver tail. So the Hatka is no longer attached other than through compression. Same with our ground sheet, just through compression. Now we got a 10 by 10 tarp, a second backpack with a huge bug net in it, a ground sheet, and then all our other sustainment stuff and a canteen right inside. And it's not out of sorts. Like, dimensionally, this isn't that radical. It is a bit of a contraption, but if you needed to, this would work. We added another 2 pounds with the tarp. once again, everything is loaded on the hips. It's comfortable. This isn't how I would recommend running it. Typically I just like running my sleeping pad on the back. But if you are looking for additional sustainment options, you have a Hatka, this would work, as well as additional stuff. The further out you go from the center of your back, the more unruly it gets. You want things as close to your spine as possible. But with the sternum strap, it's pretty good. It's still pretty tight. It's not bouncing around. And it's still quite comfortable to carry. I would say this is getting close to pushing the capacity of the pack, but there's still room. It's whatever your body's comfortable with. You could definitely load this up further, especially with the side pockets. But for me, I like running it pretty slick back, just light and fast. And it's perfect with the hip pack. So if you're curious about that, you're curious about teaming up with the Askare, yes, it works both underneath it and mounted on the back. With the Hatka, yes, it works. I would recommend going a little bit lighter on the loads, maybe some insulation layers, things of the sort, but whatever you're comfortable with. But they do match up, plus extra. So I hope you enjoyed. If you have any further questions, just let me know. I'll try and help. Thank you once again to Savotta. And for anybody that's looking for the backpack, either check out Savotta if you're in the EU, or go to varusteleka.com. All the colors are still available except for green at Varusteleka. They're going to go fast. So if you're interested, get on them. All right, everybody. We'll see you soon. Cheers.